Alright, so this is what you do after a wash and style. So after you do a wash and style, if you did it like how I do it, you can see up here, I like to add oil near the end of my washes so my hair isn't totally dry. And the type of shampoo I'm using is more of a moisturizing shampoo, so I don't really have to do this for at least right now. You have to do it. You have to do something like this after every wash and style. You can't wash your hair and then not touch it. After you do a wash and style and after 100% completely dries, it has to be dry unless you're doing the hat man method. I'll make a video on that soon. But after you do a wash and style and after your hair is dry, you have to moisturize your hair because right now your hair is super dry. The shampoo you use probably stripped all the moisture out of your hair and good things, healthy oils. So you need to start moisturizing your hair. I'll be using this butter moisturizer. It smells great. I have to smell it every single time I open it. But I want to take a dime size around that. I'm wolfing a lot, so I'm gonna take a little bit more. I'm gonna take like that much. You can use like half of that. Product buildup is not good. It's one of the reasons you do a wash and style, which is why I love this product. You just apply it on your hair. And a little tip, you take a tiny bit, like half the dime size. It's a little bit more than that, but I'm wolfing, that's my excuse. And then you apply it, I don't know if y'all can see, you apply it onto your crown. You wanna make sure your crown is gonna moisturize as well. Don't want a dry crown. It's gonna look bad, it's gonna be hard to brush when it's dry. You need to moisturize your crown as well. Put it on your head, the moisturizer, and now you want to brush it in. There's 3 different routes you can take with this. One route, you can comb, hard brush, medium brush, soft brush, do a whole session to gain progress. I don't recommend doing that after you do a wash and style because your hair is already really laid. The second thing you can do is take a medium to medium soft brush and brushing it in with this. I do recommend doing this, but since I'm on an overwash this week and I'm not really trying to make regular progress, I'm just gonna take the third route and only use soft brushes and just brush your product in. This is more lazy, but it makes sense if you're doing what I'm doing. I do recommend using at least a medium brush. And a pro tip, using blonde bristle brushes are better for when you're spreading products around your hair. In my opinion, that's what I heard from a lot of elite wavers. But right now, I'm not trying to really progress. I'm really just trying to get the moisture throughout my hair. So brush with the soft brush for around 5 to 10 minutes. So I changed my mind. I'm gonna go in with the medium soft brush just so I can, just properly distribute the product throughout my hair. Keep in mind, when you're not using the soft brush and if you're wolfing a lot, it is harder to lay down your hair because it lifts it up quite a bit after it's super laid after the wash and style. Oh yeah, around 5 minutes still. Alright, after around 5 to 10 minutes, now you want to apply your oil. Preferably it's a sealant oil like this. Oil just to seal in and lock in all the moisture. You can not use any oil, but it's not going to last for that long, so I do recommend having a sealant oil. All products will be linked in the description. The product in with an oil, you want to go in with your soft brush. Then want to take your soft brush for around 5 to 10 minutes. because I'm weird, I'm gonna use a super soft brush. This is completely optional. You can just skip this part if you want to, but I'm gonna use a super soft brush for around 2 minutes. Okay, so after you use your super soft brush, you don't have to, but now you want to go in with your plastic bag. You have to go in with your plastic bag. After you go in with your soft brush, just every single time for every single session you do besides a wash and style, after you go in with the soft brush, you have to follow up the plastic bag. You don't have to, but you should. If you're any amount of wolfing, 1 week wolfing, 2 week wolfing, maybe for 2 weeks after your haircut and beyond, you need a plastic bag. Because it just lays down all the frizz. It's crazy. And please don't use a chip bag, that just looks weird. But yeah, you want to go in with around as long as it takes 2 to 5 minutes. I already use a super soft brush, so I don't have to do as much work. My hair is already pretty laid. Then you want to use your new 2/6 wavy do-rag. The footage I use is old from a couple days ago. My fault. Alright, so for the last step, this is optional. There's several things you can do. They all surround around opening up your pores. Now, some ways I know of opening up your pores after you moisturize is doing the hot towel method, putting a wet hot towel on your head and just letting that seep in and then wait for your hair to dry. You can even take a hot shower, just a shower with really warm water, and that would open up your pores. You can even, I think, which is what I'm gonna do, you can even go exercise or work out. That always opens up your pores when you're sweating. Just make sure you have your do-rag on when you do all these things to avoid over curling, because they all involve water to some degree, and water basically over curl. Thanks for watching. If you don't know how to do a wash style, watch this video right here. God bless.